Wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Mike, ready? Yellow waiting. Mike 42. Kill. Here we go. Check 31, check 30. Hey, easy.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Kill. Get in the weight room. Check. 21. Kill.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 50. Here we go.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm going to run you over. Whip. Kill. My mate. Safety's creeping. Check. Good. Line 4, ready. Joker. Easy, opposite. Hey, easy. You gotta get moving, man. Man moving. You gotta get that. Let's go, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Box it. Back north. Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. The catch is made by Dillon Mitchell.
Don't be scared.
And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
Hey, 56. Where are going? 56, right there. 56. Bring it.
Working from the gun. Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Here's Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56. It's out time, guys.
Here's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And this one is right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Michelle running right. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Hey, defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go, Mike. 5-9. 50. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Let him know, let him know. Check. Kill. Check. 25, check 25. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, easy. On me, on me.
Here we go with Michelle. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Penny. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
21.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run with Michelle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up.
Easy, opposite, opposite, opposite. Easy, opposite, opposite, opposite. 50, Max, 50. Watch the run. Hey, Mike, 50. Over. Hey, easy. Your job. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Kill, 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 kill. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Here we go, here we go. Easy, 22.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 57 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, QB, come on. You're good, you're good. On 4, ready. 50. Exit, exit. Hey, easy. Me. Here we go.
Now Breeze. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Kill. Hey, easy.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Watch out. Switch. Under. Check safety. Here we go. Show it up.
On 1st down, Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, easy.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he was kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Kill. Watch twist. Kill. Sammy. Watch twist. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 36. Watch the safety creep. 12.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get it, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 52 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, easy.
Breeze now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 95-56. Hey, kill. We're good. Line 4, ready. Hey, check 24. Watch 20. Easy, opposite. 11. Here we go. 51.
Buzz.
3 buzz.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 13.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Breeze now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. A final shot before half for Breeze. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Staying open.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll run for it with Michel, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Scan 300. Scan 300.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. Slam.
26.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
White left. Hey, 88. Go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
From the gun, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers is going to fire one deep over the... And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Hey, switch gears. Here we go, here we go.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On the ground, Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Switch. Check 26. Kill.
On second and 12, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Sammy! Watch the screen! Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. Bang! We're good. Line 4, ready. Under 10. 10. Watch that. Slam. Hey, easy. Slam. Go, Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 24 all. There's another field goal, his third of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring him level now.
I like how you put that in there. It brings him level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on fourth down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Takk McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Stays on his feet. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And it's Michel once again. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready, yellow lady, yellow lady. We go 21, 21. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys. You go tight, you got tight. You got tight right there. Out, 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 out.
On the ground is Michel. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Michel. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3.
0-2. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
On 3rd down, Michel. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Sony Michel, touchdown number 15 of the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers, operating from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers now Going to throw again. Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Bravo!
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Again, it's Michelle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Michelle, again he finds an opening. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Not today, you are. Not today.
On the ground, this is Michelle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kill.
Now a give, right side. Michelle, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
You got it. You got it.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Atlanta, they just keep on rolling 9-2, and they will hit